Not long ago, I came across a neighbor who lives close to me. Someone I used to be friends with, eat at their home, and she even took care of me when I was sick. She looked at me in the face, turned her nose up and said, "Yuck!" to me before laughing. As I walked away, a voice said to me that I need to address this matter of slander on my character once and for all, especially that of people viewing me as a prostitute, because I will be damned if I have to live amongst people I know trying to run me over with their car and insulting me as they do this, pointing fingers in my face as I am walking past them and laughing at me in front of people and the various other public humiliation people have subjected me to. The last time I checked, prostitutes are human beings, although a prostitute I am not. And for freelancers I employed to share the video I spent 2 months making, to be tagging my video as African porn and XXX videos, I know that there is another video out there of me which was recorded in order to set me up. So, Iain Duncan Smith, I am exposing the truth about that now, once and for all. So your Prime Minister will finally know how you have been lying to her and what you really have been up to. If anyone has seen a video of me wearing a black fishnet top with no bra, jeans shorts, and kneeling behind a white man giving him a Swedish massage, this was a setup. If anyone has seen me giving the same white man a Swedish massage, concluding with a happy ending, this was a setup. If anyone has seen me sticking my fingers up the bum of the same white man, this was a setup. Now, in a while, later on, I will explain to you why I am in my kitchen. Now, unfortunately, the glasses with the hidden camera and microphone I bought to take with me, when this man offered me the job, something for my own safety and to cover myself in case there was any possibility of me being recorded. The day I tried to turn this on, to use it the first time, I realized, that's when I learned that it wasn't working. This is the camera I bought. This it's got like button here, uses USB cable. It's got a microphone, if you can see it. I didn't try it when I got it. Tried it the day this guy offered me the job. Found out it wasn't working. Now, I'm going to tell you why I ended up in that situation, in that scenario those scenarios I've just mentioned. Because of the slander, I could not even do focus groups. Focus groups where you can do basically like test our websites, go places, go meet up in groups where you're filmed, you talk about you try out different things, be it equipment, and you talk about it, you eat and talk, and you get paid 60, 70, 80 quid. This is something I used to do when I was recovering from my operation. When I was a recluse, I wasn't going out. I wasn't even going shopping. Anna Loizu was the one doing the shopping for me. I did not even like going out to mix with people because of all the abuse and assault and attacks I've been getting in this country. British people, you people have problems. Now, because of the slander, I couldn't even do that. When I was doing focus groups is when that's when I registered as self-employed. I registered as self-employed because of the amount of money I was making. I was thinking, oh my gosh, I don't want to get in trouble with the taxman. Now, The only person who knew that I am autistic and used it to bully me in my home was Anna Loizu. She refused to move out of my home almost 7 years, and during this time she isolated me from my friends by slandering me to places I used to put my adverts for my Swedish massage when I finished college. She was slandering me before I was attacked and got the criminal record. The only way I could finally get her out of my home was calling the police, as by this time the abuse became physical. She was putting hands on me and I could not touch her back because of the criminal record on me, and she knew that. I have, in that 2-hour-long video that I've been trying to get out to people, the reason it is 2 hours is because these people have been methodically stalking and working on destroying my character for almost 10 years. So there is a lot of information that is in that video. I have cut out the portion that talks about Anna Katina Loizu. So it's in the link, is in the box below this video. All right. Now, I was living on £220 a month. That's the PIP, personal dependence payment. This PIP is non-means tested. That means you can be doing a job, you're getting paid £40,000 a year, and you would still qualify for this benefit as long as you have a genuine disability. All right. Now, I was getting £220 a month. £30 of this was getting paid for overdraft fees, because I was always in my overdraft. So to use my overdraft, I was paying £30. So that's leaving £190. £190 to pay my rent, to pay my council tax, to pay my bills, to pay debt I owed, to pay for toiletries and for food for me, my cat and my dog for a month. I was eating once a day. I have done things that I wouldn't even dream of doing, like sexting. I don't even do that with my boyfriends. Just to be able to get some money to live, right? To be able to eat at least a proper meal once a day. So I resorted to Craigslist, right? We all know how Craigslist is, right? I advertised my services, providing administrative support, cooking, cleaning, companionship for activities like sports, going to movies, no sex, right? And Swedish massage. Strictly no happy endings or anything sexual. Then some man, call himself George, living in Kent, contacted me. He said he had moved home recently. He was into property development, buying and selling property, and he needed all of my services. He needed all of my services: cooking, cleaning, admin, and all that, and Swedish massage. But he wanted happy ending. I said, hell no, no way. That's not what I do. That ain't professional, and that ain't me. Then he started telling me how, well, you know what, he has a lot of contacts, that he used to work in government, and he's got contacts, and he can find this and find that, and anything basically I needed done, if there was any problems I had, he would help me. It's a bit weird now, when I started thinking about it afterwards, it's like, I wonder why he said that. So I thought about it, and I said, okay. I confided in him. I said to him, there is one thing I have. I told him I have a little issue going on, didn't go into it. I said, listen, I need help with a few things. Getting the court documents from Uxbridge Magistrates Court, which I've been trying to get and kept getting blocked. I want to get these documents. that show the one that showed that I did not plead guilty to ABH or even common assault, which the Metropolitan Police had put down on the police national computers, that I pled guilty to actual bodily harm. And I wanted to get another document that showed that Linda Hosea, the woman who her and her daughter attacked me, Linda Hosea had actually done this to another neighbor and had actually had her case at the same Uxbridge Magistrate Court. Okay? And this case was thrown out. It was thrown out because the woman whom she claimed attacked her had a witness when she was attacked. I was on my own when I was attacked, so I had no witness. It was all three, two of them, another one, and then a next one came from nowhere who wasn't even there to say that, yes, I was running up and down and whacking people on the head with my crutches whilst I was sick and recovering from an operation. And at that time I was attacked, I was still a social worker. Believe that. Clean criminal record, never been in trouble. Okay? And I also wanted him to talk to my aunties. Yeah? I fell out with one of my aunties. This particular auntie, she knew the history of my royal family, my royal family. I didn't know the history, but I'd fallen out with her when I got in touch with her earlier in the year. This was 2018, last year. And another auntie of mine, my mother's half-brother's wife. Now, I felt it would be good for someone else to interview her as opposed to me interviewing her. So wouldn't seem like I'm coaxing her to give certain answers. I explained that to him. I said, listen, if you can do that for me, then I'll give you the happy ending. I'll give you amazing spa massage and I'll give you the happy ending. I've never done that before, but I'll do it for you. It went from doing admin, cleaning, cooking, and Swedish massage with happy ending to I should be naked when given the massage. I refused. I compromised with the fishnet top and no bra. Then it went to he wanted fingers up his bumhole. He wanted me to finger him. I said, all right, I obliged. Listen, if he wanted a whole banana, forget that. If he wanted a watermelon up his bumhole, yeah, I would push that thing up as long as he helped me as he said he would. Yeah? Then from there it went to he will only help me if I had sex with him. This, I drew the line. That's it. Because I already told him from the beginning, no sex. And then all of a sudden it's gone to that. I eventually took 30 pounds off of him before disappearing. This man, whilst I'm giving the massage, right, he would bring out a phone and as if he was recording me when I was doing these things to him. And that got my suspicions up. You know what, I should let the messages and recorded telephone calls, yeah, that I had with him do the rest of the talking about that, all right? After this, man, I still needed to make up my money for the video promotion and to live on, as the Department for Work and Pensions had already indicated with the letter that I knew they would be stopping my PIP, and that was the only guaranteed money I was getting coming into my home. Yeah? Now, this video promotion, I had budgeted £300 for this. I had guessed between 10 to 12, maximum £15 for 20 countries. The video, the long 2-hour video, I'm putting a link down here as well. Please watch it, people. At the end of it, you will see where I put that the video is going viral in 20 countries. That was my aim. 20 countries. I picked 20 countries. To add with the fees, the freelancer.com was going to charge me, it came to £300, right? But still, I needed to get money together to live on, all right? At the same time. So, I decided to try myself to get the document from the court, which I finally did. But I still needed someone to speak to my aunties. I advertised on Craigslist for someone to assist me to speak to someone and was contacted by a man called Phil. Now, my auntie was not available. The other one was not, at the time he was available to talk to them, she wasn't available. Because being a nun, she was doing prayers during that time. But the other auntie who could speak to him, when I went to his place, for some reason, her internet was off. They didn't have internet for a long time. It was off. So she wasn't available. So I said to him, you know what, because I offered, what the barter was, I'll give you an amazing spa massage and you will sleep well. I'm brilliant to give a massage. No happy endings was involved, right? Now, after telling him a little bit of my situation, not going really into it, that I told him, he learned that I needed money to sort some things out. He offered to do the Swedish massage with me. I was like, oh, that's really cool. It's like, 2 people, you're gonna get, hey, sorry, my dog. I said, he's like, 2 people, you're gonna get more money. I was like, yeah, we work faster. I was like, yeah, I'll teach you. I later found that he's bisexual. And it did something for him, massaging men. And happy endings again came into the picture. I eventually cut off from him. So then I got another client for Swedish massage who also wanted a happy ending. Now this guy had Parkinson's. He was an ex-army guy and on medication which gave him a high sex drive. But due to the Parkinson's, his hands were too shaky for him to do it himself. So, so I agreed. Again, I shall let the messages that come after this to say the rest about what happened here. Now, you people need to know this. I had to keep on changing my phone numbers because of how I was being tracked. Online, I would get random people messaging me with just LOLs. Then my cousin in Nigeria, whom I reconnected with last year, turned her back on me. I would message people and the way they would respond is not how they would actually write. Yeah? Now, these people Iain Duncan Smith had sent to stalk me had used my contact numbers to trace my IMEI number. Now, when they do this, they are able, when they have your phone number, just like how the police, I do believe the police are involved here. The police are criminals anyways, British police as well. When they have your contact number, they can get your IMEI number, yeah, of your SIM card. They will be able to see every number you have saved on your phone, every text message you've sent to everyone, every message and every person you have sent message to on WhatsApp. So, right now, I do not have a SIM card in my phone as they have also put something, yeah? They've put something on my computer. When the freelancers that I was using sent me some Excel sheets and I opened up, my computer went funny. Yeah? I currently cannot use my computer freely. When I tried emailing everyone, I knew about the video to alert people about what is going on. When I sent an email to 130 people, all of the emails bounced back, non-delivered. I tried again, 200 people. Since the freelancers were messing me around, it's like 200 people. I said, I'm going to send an email to everyone I know. 200 emails bounced back. So they're messing with my internet at home. Yeah? I know that they were doing something. I knew that they were doing something. Mr. Iain Duncan Smith, have you ever stopped to ask yourself why you are so obsessed with killing an innocent foreigner living in your country? Does that seem normal to you? Why is it at Christmas time, when you as a Christian are meant to be focused on family and celebrating the birthday of your God, rather you are thinking up ways to make a woman you know is innocent homeless? Make me starve. using mental and emotional manipulation to make me uncomfortable in my home? Isn't your wife in remission from cancer since 2016? You don't think it's a better idea to enjoy her presence and having your children around you? You know, with your antics, you have opened up the karmic gates for your wife's cancer to come back even more aggressively. Instead, I am dealing with people drilling and hitting my lounge wall randomly with a hammer at 3 a.m. in the morning. Renovation my backside. People of the world, I have had to run from my home and slept rough on the streets on the week of the 17th of December 2018 when a weird explosion went off on the wall of my lounge where I used to sleep. 3 successive explosions and a sonic radio sound afterwards. Our floors are wooden, and when I got close to the wall, it happened at about 2 a.m. I had pain in my right ear for over 1 week and couldn't listen to loud sounds, and cold air made my ear hurt. I was homeless for 1 night. I thought they wanted to blow up the wall or something. Ask the people at Kingsford Pub in Chingford Mount who they saw sleeping in their bin room with a dog. They have me on CCTV. I decided to come back home and moved into my kitchen where I'm here now with my washing machine. Yeah, my sink. Please, I need you all to watch the video in the link in the box below this video titled Obstacles I Have Faced Trying to Get Justice, and there you shall see how I first ever contacted MP Iain Duncan Smith asking for help, how he ignored me twice for 6 months, how I confronted him face to face, reported him to Theresa May for not doing his job properly, and contacted schools all over my area, as that is part of how I used to run my recruitment business, to find clients, to tell them to think twice about who they voted for as the new MP for Chingford. This is why Iain Duncan Smith is obsessed with killing me. Listen, I have some words for you, Great Britain. Are you aware that there are many people living in your country who seriously hate you, British? In the 21, almost 22 years I've lived here, I have spoken to people from all walks of life, and they hate you with a passion. But they're here for the strength of your currency. I read tarot. I am a tarot fiend, obsessed with it. It has shown me a lot of what will happen for Brexit, after Brexit, and into the next 10 years of your country. Hate is birthed and then it grows. Do you think if groups coordinated over 100 extremist attacks to simultaneously kick off all over Great Britain, do you think your army could handle it? Let me tell you now, as I speak, there are many working in groups willing to take the risk, waiting for the right time, and you will not see them coming. The tarot has shown me this. You people are so busy keeping other countries and their people running for their lives with your bombs. That's why you have enough time for wickedness like you are doing to foreigners and specific people you target for the hell of it in your country. Do you think those 9 men who murdered those 2 poor Norway hiker girls saw Norway when they targeted them? They saw European, and that sealed their fate. Don't blame Islam for that. Seriously, don't. Because many people who are of other religions and even atheists I have spoken to and come across in various aspects have deep hate for you and other superpowers committing genocide in Syria, Yemen, Afghanistan, Iraq. What makes a man or woman born and bred in the UK, had a decent life, no harm has been done to them or their families by Great Britain, but yet they one day go off and become a jihadist? It's not particularly because of mental health though. It is because of decisions made by those higher up the pyramid, leading to actions which result in a father carrying the decapitated body of his 10-year-old son as he himself runs for his life as bombs are falling around him. But yet, here in the UK, your children are giving you lists of what they want for Christmas. Whilst in Syria, a 5-year-old child is walking around crying, looking for mommy and daddy who are buried under rubbles, dead. From your bombs, Great Britain, which keep falling, and keeps putting money into your wallets. And then now, you upper pyramid people stuck in your bubbles where you are safe decide to limit the way people express their anger and frustrations by bringing in Article 13? Don't you know that when you try to control in one area, you only lose more control in another? Are you aware that hate, anger, and frustration is expressed differently depending on your region? In the Western world and Europe, people vlog, they blog, they protest, they march. That doesn't solve the problem, but at least it is some kind of an outlet for them. In Africa, in the Middle East, in third world countries, we are more physical. More so because we already see that the marching and protesting doesn't change much. So people think, maybe if you feel the pain you are causing, then maybe you will make different decision. But it doesn't hurt people like you, Theresa May, does it? Safe in your bubble to make decisions that won't affect you. But you know what? You're wrong. Because when anger, hate, and frustration bubbles over into action, your future generations will not be safe. And all it will take for any of them to become a target is really to be your color and race. You might say, but we're safe if we stay in our country. Really? When there are so many in your country, yeah? Not in their country because of what you've done to theirs. Think about it, Theresa May. Think about it, Iain Duncan Smith. Because your senseless actions of trying so hard to put me, who hasn't done anything, in a coffin because of your obsession with winning, you have proven to them just how heartless you people really are. To people abroad and to innocent people, even in your own country, that is the sort of thing that fuels hate and makes it grow. To end this, everyone, I have added the last part of the video, which is a message to the world. Something they do not want you to watch. And also a section of the video talking about my spirituality. The links for both are below this video in the box. In the spirituality video, you will see how the council sent 2 gas safety engineers to do a tightening test, which takes 5 minutes. I refused to open the door due to advice from the tarot, and they came back 4 times. The 4th time they sat in the car watching my door and waiting until they finally drove off. If you have lived in a council property, you know that is not normal behavior for council repair staff. These had no uniforms on as well. For the rest of the time I am in this property, do not send anyone for testing, service or repairs again until I leave. My gas has been capped for over 2 years. I can't afford gas here. By the way, I heard the chanting from the room some nights before the explosions, Mrs. Smith. I didn't tell you all in the video about every type of rituals I have been through to prepare me for when this attempt on my life would happen. Something foretold when I was about 11 years old. I am 41 years now. Remember, we are different. You are working with Knights Templar knowledge. I have following me voodoo and black magic, which my ancestors were practicing before you white people ever stepped foot in Africa or knew that we even existed.